We're live again. Sorry about that. We're having technical difficulties here. And we're getting told that it's an area issue. We apologize for that. But we are back. Um so no, we don't we've agreed we don't like the guy. Well, he can grow a better beard than just about anybody. Have you seen his beard? Brutal. Here, look at this clown. I mean, it looks like a chia pet. And Hard's always had the chia pet thing going. Anyway, but the um yeah, Harden was traded in the offseason. I don't know if teams have figured this out, but he's got to go. He's just got to go. Nobody I I don't know what good he does other than he scores points because he doesn't play any defense whatsoever. But anyway, enough of Harden. We're going to the 2011 Philadelphia Lilies. Yeah, you'll see that one pitching ace is pretty good. But what happens when you have four? But what a rotation, man. Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Roy Oswalt, and Cole Hamels. Not to mention Ryan Howard and Chase Utley and Jim Rollins in the lineup. How do you not win a World Series with them? That's good for 102 wins in the league's lowest 529 runs allowed. They faced off against the Cards in the division series, and while they ran out to a 2-1 lead in the first three games, St. Louis rallied back to force a game 5. Skip Schumacher knocked in a run in the first inning against Halladay. Chris Carpenter pitched a 3-hit shutout. Cardinals would end up winning World Series. Cardinals are always that team. They're always in there, man. They sneak in there and do their stupid little. They did it to the damn Tigers. We were favored. You know? Oh my God! I still see what's his name falling over the fence.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's going, and the cops like, yeah! Remember him? You just see him flying. He's cartwheeling, and then you see the butt plug.
Should have made him hit that.
Yeah, it was. God, it was. You knew when you saw that. It's like 2011 through 2017 Clippers. They just. I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know if it's a Laker curse or what it is. But man, they would throw up all crazy kinds of points. They were called the high flying Clippers, man. They brought a crazy kind of street ball type of basketball. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan would have tons of alley-oop opportunities. Just ask poor Brandon Knight after Jordan threw down an all-time poster dunk on him. Clippers were a very good team during Paul's tenure, but fell apart in the playoffs. Lob City never advanced past the semifinals. And that is just a slew of teams that the the Nets have joined in the super team defunct, which I'm part of me is kind of glad. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like it. I think it sucks. They have to stack a team like that, but I don't know, man. If the Pistons,
Remember when LeBron?
oh my God, the decision, I hated that. God Almighty, man, the decision. And he's looking at him, and you knew it's like he's gonna go party in Miami. It was obvious, like, dude, just pick up the stupid hat because everybody's going, oh my God, they're all excited. I mean, what a, I don't, yeah. That never won a championship. All right, we're gonna jump to the NHL with some news here. His name wasn't a very popular name around many cities, but Duncan Keith retires after 17 NHL seasons with Chicago Blackhawks and the Edmonton Oilers. The defenseman announced his retirement Tuesday after 17 seasons, during which he twice won the Norris Trophy and won the Stanley Cup 3 times with the Blackhawks. Keith, 38, played 64 games with the Oilers in his only season in Edmonton. tallying 21 points. He played for Chicago from '05 to '06 through 2020 2021, amassing 625 points in 1,192 games. He played his 1,200 NHL game on November 1st, 2021 versus the Kraken. Yeah, just give him some props here. Yeah, versus the Seattle Kraken, and later became just the second player in NHL history with 2,000 blocked shots. That's got to hurt. 2,000. Ouch. Yeah, that would. Yeah, he was known for swift skating, incredible stamina on the ice. Keith helped the Blackhawks win the Cup in 10, 13, and 15 when he was awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy as playoffs MVP while averaging 31 minutes per game on the ice. That's a lot of fucking time, man. It is, and I'm good at hockey, but I can't skate. Like if I could play floor hockey, I'd be great. I had a really good shot, but man, I get on the ice, my ankles start doing this weird shit. I can't keep my balance. I don't think I'd be really any good, especially if I got into a fight. Our buddy old, this one goes out to you, Scott. I pulled this one for you. Detroit Red Wings coach Jeff Blashill joins Maxwell and his Tampa Bay Lightning as an assistant. Well, good luck, Scotty. You can have him. He did us a lot of good. Former Detroit Red Wing Jeff Blashill is joining the Lightning as an assistant. Lightning general manager Julian Brice-Bois announced the move. Brice-Bois. Julian Brice-Bois announced the move Tuesday, selecting Blashill to replace Derek Lalonde on Coach John Cooper's staff. We just pretty much, Lalonde was hired to replace Blashill in Detroit. Blashill's only 48. He coached the Wings in the past 7 seasons, compiling a 204, 261, 17-2 record. He lived on 4th Court, right at the corner, right next to the fire station. He used to deliver it to about 3 times a week. Yeah. Well, Detroit missed the playoffs in 6 of the 7 seasons. It is what it is. Lightning Blashill joins a staff that includes assistant coaches Jeff Halpern and Rob Zettler, goaltender coach Franz Jean, and video coaches. These names are so fucked up. Can you imagine being a commentator for hockey? Brian Golick passes to Nigel Cowan, and Franz Jean passes to Rob Nigel. These names. Who names these people? The 2-time defending champion Lightning were dethroned last month by the Avalanche in the Stanley Cup, which we did a lot of prop betting. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of was. Wow. Well, this is a mess. This is a lot. This is a big time mess. I think the judge is wanting to make a statement here. Henry Ruggs III is, I think he's in a lot of trouble. Well, yeah, they do. Judge rules. This is insane. As blood alcohol is going to be allowed as evidence in the case of the former Vegas Raiders, Henry Ruggs III, charged in a fiery crash that killed a woman and a dog. 156 miles an hour. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Uber, anything. I mean, can you imagine the Uber guy driving 156? I bet that shit goes on, too. Anyway, a Vegas judge ruled Tuesday that blood alcohol tests are permitted as evidence in the case of the Raiders wide receiver who had been accused of driving 156 miles an hour while drunk, causing a crash that killed Tina Tintor and her doggie last November. I have a soft spot in my heart for like animals, and now when a doggy gets killed, it just. I'm glad I'm not a juror here. It's bad for Tina, but yeah, I don't see how you don't. If he doesn't, then this whole damn um, this whole system is so flawed. Because you and I, this happens. I mean, FedEx. Not only would they change the door code, they they would.
Oh,
You'd be gone for I don't even know how long.
Then you can know if we were
Oh, we'd be. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that would be going on. But yeah, he's charged with multiple felonies, including driving under the influence, resulting in death and reckless driving. A police report said that Ruggs refused to take a field sobriety test on the site. And have you seen the site?
Yeah.
It's so jacked up. Well, I'll get to the picture, but yeah. Oh, and he's sitting there and they're asking him, "Do you want to take your test?" No. It's the car's just ignited. Oh, it's horrible. There's obvious time constraints in applying for a search warrant for blood draw. Under the totality of the circumstances, there is more than sufficient evidence for finding a probable cause for the insurance of the search warrant in this case. Nobody has mentioned so far that Mr. Ruggs was seriously injured in the accident and transported to the hospital, so he would have been unable to submit to field sobriety tests, coupled with his refusal to answer questions. This does not result in a reward motion to suppress. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is not really. Authorities say Ruggs' blood alcohol content was 0.16 more than Nevada legal limit, but Chesnoff said the officers on the scene knew that they didn't have enough evidence for probable cause. That involvement in the fiery crash wasn't enough. Yeah, dude. Um, this dude's got so many issues. I mean, look at that. That's just. I'm guessing that sucks. It's just I don't know. I think what it is, and it's not even a black white issue. I think it's these kids that don't they come up, they're poor, they don't have a lot of money, and they're gifted this talent, and then here's $10 million. Huh? Cool. I'm gonna go buy a fast car and let's party. You know? Oh, yeah. I I think what it should do. Here's 10 million. It's going into this account. This guy here is been hired by the NFL. He's going to kind of monitor everything, make sure you do the right thing. I know it's so far fetched, but how do you stop this? Oh God. Yeah. Well, we've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. Mr. Baker Mayfield found his home, but him and Sam Darnold are going to go head to head for the starting quarterback position. Yeah, Oklahoma, USC, man. Baker will have to earn. He's not going to be given the spot. He has got to earn it. Just like we got to earn it at our job. We got to work it. In an open competition with Sam Darnold this summer. The reason why we added Baker was to make the group better as a whole. Bullshit. He probably thought Sam can't do it. Let's see if we can get Baker in here. But no, maybe that's the reason. Who knows? But he said after the Panthers officially completed their trade with the Browns, the former #1 overall pick, Sam is very much a part of this competition. I think they're both going to rise and play their best football they've ever had. He added that there have been no discussions about extending Mayfield's contract yet, as both he and Darnold head into the final year of their current deals. And he said there have been no discussions about trading Darnold. So let's play it out throughout the season, and we'll make decisions later in the season, whether it's November or December. Once there's a track record behind Mayfield in this offense and this organization. I just want to take it short term for now. Who added that rookie third-round pick Matt Corral will have an opportunity to learn at his own pace and learn from some pros in the room. That also includes PJ Walker. So I think Carolina's in a really good spot. Cleveland, they just who you think? It's just a hunch. Cleveland's sitting there doing the old scratching of the head, like what? How is that whole front office not just playing? I mean, Deshaun Watson's a train wreck. I know, unbelievable, man. But
you have a daughter, I have a daughter.
No.
Deshaun.
Oh. Yeah, it is crazy. But finally, we've got some college football news. And Mr. Saban is blabbering away saying that mega conferences are probably here to stay. Scotty and I were talking about this a week ago, and it's just, I am so torn on this, dude. I don't know. You're just going to have mega conference. All these other schools are going to be just kind of looking up like, yeah. I mean, would you want to be like Vanderbilt, like in one of these? Yeah, this is Bob Smith from Vanderbilt. We'd like your son. Oh, my. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. God, man. Yeah. I don't know. I've always been kind of this. I love the underdog. It's how Bleacher Bumz was born. Just kind of the underdog. Kind of that underdog, and Vanderbilt's such an underdog. Now they're bringing in all these other teams. Like, I want to look at their schedule and just go through it and see if they even have an opportunity for anything. Anyway, but in an appearance on Always College Football podcast this week, Saban, he likes the way the realignment has striped the traditional associated with playing in the same conference over a prolonged period of time. Last month, USC and UCLA still never. This just doesn't make sense. What the TV contracts do, but every away game they got to travel all the way. It's just stupid. USC and UCLA, which have been part of the Pac-12 since it was called in the Pac-8, announced that they would be leaving to join the Big Ten. A year ago, longtime Big Ten powers Oklahoma and Texas agreed to join the SEC in response to the Big 12, added BYU, Central Florida, Cincinnati, and Houston. Now, Saban harked back to the Oklahoma-Nebraska series, which was discontinued when the Cornhuskers left the Big 12 for Big 10 after the 10th season. I know. It always was. And I was born in Oklahoma, so I always had this thing for Oklahoma. When that left, it was like, no, what? Altus, a little tiny city. It was an Air Force base down in the corner by Lawton, near Tulsa. Oh, yeah. You don't think it was Death Star?
I don't know. I don't think you could do. A coach could not smoke at the side.
Oh, could you imagine that? They're vaping. Yeah, that play. That's a good play. Vaping. Oh my God. Anyway, I think we're going to deal with it in a greater capacity than even before, because I think mega conferences are probably here to stay. Market share, there's a lot involved, is why we're doing what we are doing. Saban, 70 years old. God, he's that old, man. He does. He has been a head coach at Toledo, Michigan State, LSU, and Bama. He's entering his 16th season with the Tide, having won 6 of his 7 national titles during this time in Tuscaloosa. But despite that success, Saban has expressed concern in recent years over the future of the sport, most recently drawing attention to the unintended consequence of the athletes being able to earn money from name, image, and likeness deals. Saban said on the podcast, which is hosted by former Alabama quarterback Greg McElroy, that he's in favor of the players making money as long as those opportunities are earned based on performance. But he sees NIL being used as a recruiting tool by some schools. Come on, dude. He's going to be doing it.
Well, with
Oh, God. That's right. Yeah. Well, in May, Saban said that Texas A&M bought every player in its top-ranked recruiting class, which drew a strong rebuttal from Aggies coach Jimbo Fisher. Just as Jason just said. Oh, he's very jealous. This week, Saban laminated in the erosion of competitive balance and how the gap between the haves and have-nots is widening, Saban added in. We're one of the haves. We don't have any guardrails on what we're doing right now. We have no restrictions on who can do what. Some people are going to be capable of doing certain things. Other people aren't. It's going to be capable, but bottom line is we'll lose competitive balance, which is everything we've always done in college football is to maintain competitive balance. Some scholarship, everyone has to play by the same rules, whether it's recruiting or whatever. Right now, no. I know he's just, yep, absolutely. Well, we end our stories today with the old ex-Michigan Wolverine, Detroit Lions coach Gary Moeller dies at 81. I can't believe it. We're getting old, dude. You know what? He had the Lions. They just did. They didn't give him any chance. I think he had a winning record, actually, if I remember right. Marty, and then the Chargers coach that went, Bobby Ross, who took the Chargers to Super Bowl and got their asses handed to them. But yeah, Bobby Ross had some great lines. He did a submarine sound about going down or something. It was, oh my God, he was just. He did look like a duty. Anyway, he succeeded Bo Schembechler as Michigan's football coach in 1990, led the Wolverines to 3 Big Ten titles in 5 seasons. He died Monday at 80. Cause of the death is not was not specified by the school yet, but Gary Moeller, he was a great family man, great friend, great coach, and a man of integrity and high character. Former Michigan head coach Lloyd Carr, who succeeded Moeller as Michigan's head coach in 95, said in a statement, I admired him. I respected him and I loved him. Moeller had a record of 44, 13, and 3 in 5 seasons as the Wolverines head coach. Man, he really, yeah. God. Michigan man. Yep, Michigan man. Head coach and led his team to a 4-1 record in a bowl game appearance. In addition, his team set a Big Ten record with 19 straight conference wins from 90 through 92 and was a 2-time Big Ten coach of the year. Mr. Jim Harbaugh he said the football world just lost a great man in Gary. He was teammates and a captain with Moeller's son Andy, said in a statement. Coach Moeller cared for his players and his teams and was devoted to the University of Michigan. He gave a lot of the game football, excelling in both offense and defensive coordinator and head coach on the NFL ranks. He was from Lima, Ohio, played linebacker. He was a captain for Woody Hayes. Yeah. He worked for Schembechler at Miami, Ohio in 67, 68 before following to Michigan in 69. He was at Michigan until 77 when he took over as head coach at Illinois. Oh, he had a great record at Illinois. 6-24-3. Illinois will never be good. I just think they are just doomed. Yeah, it will never happen. He returned to coach for the Wolverines as an assistant from 80 till 89 when he served as a quarterback's coach for 2 seasons. D coordinator for 5 seasons and offensive coordinator for 3 seasons before taking over as the head coach in 90 when he succeeded Schembechler after retiring. Well, that's a bum deal. Yeah, he did jump. I wanted to see if what his record. Oh yeah, he served as head coach for the Lions in 2000 after Bobby Ross re-signed and led the team to a 4-3 record. He's probably the only coach in Lions history that had a winning record.
I
Hey,
know his bowl record.
yeah, yep, it was.
That's better than both.
Yeah, yeah. He I mean, oh yeah, remember he had that drunken outburst? Oh yeah. Shit happens, man. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's our news for today. Great news. Kept it with the sports. I'm going to give you some games here. Be sure to go to our uh, website. Check out our best bets of the night. Got some good ones. Hopefully, we'll do better than we did last night. I'll tell you, baseball's a bitch, man. Baseball is tough. It is what it is. Football's coming up. There's lines out in games already. It starts, I think, August 27th. Now, if people are betting on football right now, you got a serious gambling problem. I mean, it's fun and all that, but I don't know, unless you see something that's just ridiculous, I just say look them over, see where the lines move. But for now, we got San Fran over Arizona, and we're going San Fran -1.5. Arizona's had San Fran's number, but here's the deal. This is how I'm looking at it. For the D-backs, Dallas Keuchel gets the ball. He's 2-6, 7.63 ERA, 34 strikeouts this season. Now he's 0-2 with a 3.7 ERA and 12 strikeouts against the Giants. Now Giants got Logan Webb going. He's 7-3 with 2.98 ERA, 88 strikeouts season. He's 2-0 with a 1.59 ERA with 21 strikeouts against the D-backs. I'm not thrilled getting behind the Giants here in this current form, but I certainly don't want to lay. I don't want to lay the run line to shave the price down. However, Dallas Keuchel is downright awful this season. His 7.63 ERA and his WHIP of 1.94 in 16 innings with the D-backs is just god awful. He's allowed 19 hits, 13 earned runs in this little time that he's been pitching. Now Webb is really good at home, dating back to last season. This is a game where the Giants stop the bleeding. We're gonna take max betting value here. We're gonna take the run line. The money line just doesn't do it for us. So I see San Fran winning by at least 2 runs. So let's jump on the Giant bandwagon. Now we got Houston. We're gonna just simply take the money line over the Angels, and there's a lot of reasons I like this one. Astros are throwing Luis Garcia. He'll start with a 7-5 record with a 3.81 ERA, 87 strikeouts this season. While Noah Syndergaard, which is one of my favorite pitchers. I love his name. It's just a cool name, Noah Syndergaard. He does. It sounds like Batman. Batman facing off with Noah Syndergaard. Well, he doesn't have a good villain record. It's 5-7 with a 3.8. You like that? I slide into that 3.8 far, but I try to find these as we go. Slips. He's got a 3.8 fart ERA and a 55 strikeouts this season. Houston's 10-2 in their last 12 games overall, 4-1 in their last 5 road games. LA is a incredible 1-8 in their last 9 games overall, and 6-15 in their last 21 home games, while the under is 5-2 in their last 7. No, I mean I could go on and on and on. Now the Angels' earned run average is 3.88 this season, 15th in the majors, but the Astros are 2.99, third in strikeouts. The Astros have recorded 732 strikeouts, ranking them 12th, while the Angels are 15th for strikeouts, recording 718. So they're pretty even there. Now, I get the allure of backing a home dog. Love the home dog in certain spots, but the Angels, for me, are just not playing well enough to justify passing on a low line with the Astros. Syndergaard he pitches better at home, but the Angels have been ice cold at the plate. And I look for the Astros to add to the Angels' misery here. So give me the Astros. Decent number of -130. Padres money line over the Rockies. They meet at Coors Field, and boy, are we going to see runs in this game. Good Lord, man. So before I say anything, just take the over. It doesn't matter what it is. Just take the over. It's going to probably be a crazy game tonight. Austin Gomber will be making the start for the Rockies. He's 4-7. His ERA is ridiculous, 6.46, 78 innings, 56 earned on 90 hits, 23 walks, 59 Ks. Padres are throwing Mike Clevenger over his 8 games, 7 starts. He's 2-1, 3.34 ERA. He's got 36 Ks also. Now the trends here: Padres are 11-3 in their last 14 road games, which is definitely interesting, but it's against lefties, and that's what Mikey is. Mikey Clevenger is a lefty. But now they're also just 4-10 in their last 14 overall, so there's this kind of teeter-totter shit going on here. The Rockies have earned earned run average of 4.9, 28th in the majors. The Padres have a really good ERA of 3.66, 7th in strikeouts, or 7th with ERA. Now strikeouts, Padres are really impressive. 787 this season. They're 5th in the major leagues, while the Rockies have only got 605, ranking them 30th. I'm going with San Diego here. Both starters could use a bounce-back game, so it'll be an interesting matchup. Clevenger posted 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks last time up. That said, Clevenger gave up just 1 earned run over his previous 2 starts in 10 innings. Not bad. As for Gomer, he's given up 7 earned runs over his last 10 innings, 12 hits, and a walk. This one could be close, depending on how the starters fare. But I think the Padres still have the edge. So let's just take the money line to be safe. Now, this one I probably am going to regret. But yeah. So, but we're going to take them. We're going. Tigers money line over the Kansas City Royals and down in KC. This is a bounce back spot I'm seeing. 4-game losing streak. The Royals look for a win after winning 5 of the last 7 games, so they're looking good. Now, Bo Brisky gets the ball. We know what he's been doing. His record is worse than what he really is all about. He's 2-6, but his ERA is 4.16. It's not too bad. He's 50 strikeouts this season. It'll be a second career game against the Royals. Now, Chris Bubik gets the ball. He's an incredible 1-6 with a 6.84 ERA, 42 Ks in the season, but he is 2-0 with a 2.45 ERA and 32 strikeouts against the Tigers. The Tigers have scored 6 runs in their last 3 games, 3 or fewer in 5 of the last 6 runs. The Tigers have lost 4 straight games with scoring 3 or fewer runs. The Royals have scored 15 runs in their last 3 games or 4 more runs, 7 of the last 10 games. The Royals have won 4 straight games when scoring 4 more runs. It's hard to back the Tigers in their current form, but Bo Brisky has been, as of late, allowing 32 hits, 14 runs in his last 39 innings. It's not been too bad. Bubik has been rough all season long. The guy just is terrible. Shouldn't be in the majors. He has a 7.77 ERA and a batting average of 310 in 24 innings at home. I mean, they're just teeing off on this guy. Tigers offense has got to come alive at some point. This is the time to do it. Get out there, Tigers, and win this damn game. Now, an interesting trend to consider also would be the under here. It's 4-0 in the last 4 meetings in KC and 25-8-1 in the last 34 meetings. Something to think about. It just seems like it's just an insanity amount of scoring that could happen, but we know as Tiger fans, they're just not scoring runs. They're top. They were talking today on 97.1. Their leading base stealer has got 6 stolen bases this year. They're getting on. They're like kids in like a little league or something. Like, just stay on the base. Don't try to run. They have no speed, so you got to hit the ball for them to run. So that's why this under is looking kind of, I can see both sides. Anyway, the last game of your freebie picks for today is Oakland. And yes, I did say Oakland. Money line over Texas. We're getting plus 150. I know it sounds crazy. Trust me on this one, all right? They're meeting in Globe Life Field in Arlington tonight. Probably be about 95 degrees. Texas Ranger games, they usually play night games because in the day it's kind of like 100 degrees. I don't know why they even have scheduled day games. Nobody goes to them. It's incredible the heat that you would think they'd have like a dome or something. Just makes no sense. Anyway, oh my God, their beer sales have got to be through the roof. The A's James Cap Reliant. I'm not even. It's got the most bizarre last name. He'll start this one. We've been talking about this guy. We've actually used him on some of our props, but and it's usually a prop for him to do bad, and he usually does. He is 1-5 with a 5.06 ERA, 41 strikeouts this season. While Texas Glenn Otto will start here. He's 4-5 with a 5.26 ERA with 40 strikeouts this season. Now Oakland, there's just nothing good to say about him, and why you're thinking I'm taking them with the money line, I'll get to it in a second. But right now, Oakland is 8-17 in their last 25 games overall, 1-6 in their last 7 road games, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games overall. Now Texas 2-5 in their last 7, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 home games. I get the case to be made in this one, but I'm slightly leaning towards Oakland. I'm not rushing to the window, but as well as the Rangers are playing, Glenn Otto is not pitching well enough to be laying this kind of juice. If you absolutely felt the need to bet this one, just take Oakland. I think James has been pitching better than his record would indicate. It is 1-5, but he's been getting in and out of games. He hasn't been allowing a lot of runs. This is one I think Oakland can sneak a win in, and you're getting plus 150. You can't beat that. Let's win some plus money tonight, and let's come on tomorrow with some good results and some winning some money. Jason Cox in the house. He is going to be working with Scotty and I. Kind of caught us at the literally ready to hit go.
I had a hard time finding his place.
Yeah, I see him standing there. I'm like, holy Moses, let's just do it. Throw it together. We'll get the mics and we'll get them situated. We'll get them right on. But he's got a great personality, knows his shit. Bleacher Bumz is only going to go up from here. Scotty, hope you like. We're gonna. Yeah, I've said a lot of good things about him, but we got to build this team. We're going to be a powerful. Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll see. No, but he'll be here he's a football guy, sports guy, knows all his shit. We're gonna have fun. Dude's a funny guy too, so that's gonna be some good shit. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah, you guys have a good evening. We'll get everything situated here. The mic in the right spot. All my shit starts falling everywhere. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 4:30 sharp. If it changes, check out our Facebook, Instagram, our website. Definitely check out our website for our best bets. It's Scotty's stories. He's sick with COVID. Get better. Yep. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.